Welcome to Module 3.1, Introduction to Decimal Numbers. So right after we talk about fractions, now we're going to begin to talk about our decimal numbers. So as you can recall, Module 1.1, where we introduced the wording something called the real numbers. Real numbers are numbers on the number line. So that includes whole number. Sometimes, most of the time, we use the word integers, fractions, and then decimals. Okay, those three are considered as real number. So module 3 is about take a look at our third type of real number, which is decimal numbers. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to read and write decimal numbers. And let's see if we remember some of these from before. Last time you probably done this. It may be a long time ago. All right. So this is a lot like reading and writing whole numbers, except now we're going to head into the decimal, okay, part of it. So here is the decimal point. Let me just make this a little bit bigger real quick. So to the left side of the decimal number, or my decimals, again, we have hundreds, tens, and ones. The first group are the ones group. And then the next group, and this should be a comma right here, right? Separating my group. So the next group is going to be my thousands group, where we have, the ones, the 1,000s, the 10,000, the 100,000s. All right. Now, when we read decimals, the decimal point is actually the word and. Okay, that's where the word and is located. And is the same as the decimal. So behind the word and, or behind the decimal, the first place, okay, behind the decimal is the tenth with the S at the end. All right. So we go by the tenth, the 100, the 1,000, then the 10,000, 100,000. After 100,000 should be millionth, and so on and so forth. So it's just like what's on the left side here. Okay, it just when we read behind the decimal notation, we got to add THS, referring to the decimal places. Okay, so here, the letter THS or TH at the end of the word indicating a fraction part. Okay, a part to the right of the decimal points. All right, so when we read 600, that's just 600. That's on the left side of the decimal. 600th will be 0.06. Okay, so normally the way how we do this is go by the last digit. Okay, so we're going to say 6. Then we're going to tell the reader what is the place value of the last digit. The last digit is located at the 100th position. All right. So write the following number in decimal notations. So this is 3900th. There's no wording like the word and, because the word and separating the decimal numbers, the decimal part of the number versus the whole number. So since there's no and, all right, that means this entire numerical number is going to be in decimal. So 39, the 9 need to be located at the 100th position. So the place before that got to be the 10th. So the 10th, the 100th. So that means the decimal got to be right in front of the 10th position. So 3900th will be 0.39, or we can say 39 hundredth. All right, because the last digit is sitting on the 100th position. All right, so the trick reading a decimal number, okay, from the wording and translate them into numerical notation is find the word and. So the word and is where the decimal is. So before that is my whole numbers place, 850. So that's 850, and my decimal, right? And so here we say and 3/10. So that means the 3 is the only digit in the decimals. And that 3 got to be sitting on the 10th, which is right here, right? The place right behind the decimal is going to be the 10th. So this is reading as 850 and 3/10. That's the way how we read decimal numbers properly. You know, most of the time I just say 850.3, but the proper way of reading it is, you know, reading it by the place value. All right, let's find the word and. The word and is where the decimal is, so right there. So in front of it, I got 27. And, so I put my decimal right there. Right, behind the word and, I read 91, so I write 91,000. So that indicates, that thousand indicating the 1, the last digit got to be on the thousandth place. So if I write this as my final answer, the 9 will be the 10th because that's right after the decimal. The 1 will only be the 100th, which is not right. The 1 need to be in the thousandth. So that means we need to add 1 additional place in front of the 9. Because if I add a 0 here, the 0 will be on the 10th. The 9 will be on the 100th. So the 1 can be on the 1000th. Okay, so 27 and 91 thousandths is actually 27.091. All right, just be careful, okay, when we read this. The last digit got to be sitting on, in this problem, the last digit got to be on the thousandth. All right, write the following decimal number in words. So this one, since there's no number in front of the decimal other than 0, so here we can just read this decimal right away. We can read this as 3 or 37, THIRTY, 30-7. All right, and I'm going to tell the reader what the 7 is sitting on. The 7 is sitting on the 100th. THS. Okay, make sure I spelled it right, because I think, yep, HUNDRED, THS. All right, 3700th. All right, let's try this one. This one is, all right, let's read from left to right. 187. 80-7. All right, decimal. Decimal, I'm going to say the word and. 942. We read this, behind the decimal, we read them just like if we were reading it as a whole number position, except I got to add where the last digit is sitting on. So 942. 940-2. Now behind the 2, I'm going to tell the reader what the 2 is sitting on in terms of decimal value, place value. So the 2 is sitting on 10/100,000. THS. Got to add that THS. All right. So just a brief, very, very brief and quick lecture video on how to read and write our decimal numbers. Just remember the word and is where the decimal is at. All right. So behind the decimal, okay, we got to tell the reader what the last digit, what place value is the last digit sitting on within the decimal, notations. Okay, within the decimal place values. All right. So normally I call the left side is the whole number values, place values. I call the right side of the decimal place value. That's the way how I distinguish my two sides. All right. That will conclude this lecture video. Thank you for watching.